Hi, Nick Collier here, and this is my shop. Come join me. We'll have some fun. All right, well, we've got the thing basically roughed out. It looks pretty good. This I'm going to come in and sand. I'm thinking we're there. Come in with a burr and clean up those edges. So it's time now to cut the blocks off of the ends. So let's go over and do that. All right, there it is. Let's see what we can do here. Well, we're getting there. Okay, well, Nick Collier here. We're done with that project, and I almost put it in a box and took it into town to ship off before I took this last second video here. So here's the piece, and you can see, let's get a little further away. You can see that it kind of came out okay. Now, he wanted me to do a rough version, and my intention was to come back in and bring this into center, but you know, there was more time involved, so I talked to him and he said, nah, just like it is. As long as all the criticals are there, then we'll just go with it like it is. And it's been quite a project. Probably making 50 cents an hour on this one. Okay, well, that was a good project. I really enjoyed making that, even though it took forever. This is Nick Collier, checking out. Well, hell's bells. The video, I thought it was longer, and it turns out that it's not. So we only have 7 minutes of this video. But stick with me. I'm going to play the next project. Unfortunately, and if it bothers you, I want you to turn off right now. But unfortunately, the last 3 or 4 segments of this next video are missing. So we have no end, but we do have a process. So if you want to stick with me, hey, let's have some fun. Otherwise, this is Nick Collier checking out. Well, Nick Collier here once more, and we got a kind of an interesting little project here. This guy came in, he's got a some kind of meat processing business, and his screw wore out. And you can kind of see this thing is all loose. This thing is loose as a goose, and he just kept going until it finally just gave out. So basically what we have to do is we've got to build this back up again, and also this side here too. You can see, maybe you can see, I don't know, bring it in a little closer. There's some wear on the flats here. So we're going to build up that wear and then redo this entire piece. We're just going for a basic length. And what are we looking at here? (13¼ inches). Okay, well, we've got this mess chucked up in the lathe, but as you can tell, there's no way of finding where center is because these things are screws. But I left this one little area right in here as a witness. So now we're going to kind of pull in fairly close to it and just give this a spin. Oh, and there was a center, but that shaft was really bent up and banged up. So I'm guessing, yeah, look at that. This is way off. All right, so we're gonna have to find a new center. And luckily the old center is just a little dinky point right there. So we can grind that back and find ourselves a new center. In fact, I'm thinking it might be a good idea to grind it back right now. Still fairly warm. Just come in and put a dot right on the end there. All right, so we've got that. Now we're just going to go in and grind that back. I think we can just do it without running it. And get ourselves a nice clean flat going. That might work. Okay, so now we'll get rid of this. Now we bring this back in. Find our high spot. Oh, you can't see it, can you? Well, kind of. That's better. Okay, there's our high spot. Now, since this thing is still kind of warm, we're gonna put gloves on. And see if we can just muscle it back. Okay, so we're not grabbing it real tight here. We're getting there. Okay, so we're set up, we're centered within probably 10 thousandths. This thing is pretty worn out, so I'm thinking we're going to be close enough. We want to come in here and put ourselves a center in. Okay, we've got our center. Ouch. Let's blow that out. I think we're ready to go. Okay, so our first diameter, ouch, let me get up. Get the paperwork here. I don't think you can see it. Well, maybe there we go. Our first diameter is the square, and that's 800 point to point. All right, so that's a good thing. Let's see what we can come up with. All right, so we're down to about 10 thousandths. Okay, 4 thousandths. Five thousandths. All right, well, let's just take that last couple. I put a new insert in. We're going to go to 512, but this concerns me because right here it's hard, and so it's going to be a little bit tough to get that thing right. I'm thinking we take that last 10 with the surface grinder. It's the only way to get it right. We'll be back once I set up. Perfect. Okay, so now we've got just a little bit of an edge right there. I'm going to go ahead and take it down. Now let's just try it out and see if it's going to work. Nope. It's got to come down that little bit. Well, it's really disappointing that the last 3 or 4 segments are missing because this had a nice finish to it. I don't know what happened. Whatever. Hey, I got another project coming up that's a doozy, so hang in there. I'll see you next week.